Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Yeah, the old clock says it's 5 o'clock. Beer 30. Let's go see what's in the fridge today. Hey guys, thanks for stopping by Gregsbeerreviews today. Today's beer is Hoof Brewing's Tickling the Ivories. And what this is an IPA. And the Hoof Brewing Company is out of Marengo, Ohio. This is a 7.2% IPA. So as far as IBUs, I don't think we're going to find that. Let me look over here. No, I don't have anything that's telling me that. And this comes from my brother Rico, and he writes, Tickling the Ivories, released on 4/9/17 according to their Facebook page. So they're not dating their stuff. And he says the batch number is 201703-5. And he says it looks like it's some kind of date form for them. He says it was hopped with Citra, Calypso, and Comet hops. So I'm familiar with Citra, but I haven't had a whole lot of beers with Calypso. A few of those in Comet hops, but not a common hop for me. I've never brewed any beers with those two hops. So, but I have used Citra, and that's an excellent hop to brew with for an IPA. So I don't have a commercial description here, so we'll look at the can, and it says, and I can truly say I've never felt better. Poses often overcomplicated, but I found all truths associated with the actor easily encapsulated in a few words. Skiing is a dance, and the mountain always sleeps. Whole lot of relevant information there, isn't there? And I got another paragraph. It says, retune, the Guitar boys were busting rig out of ski jail. Citra, Calypso, and Comet carve a trail full of tropics, complemented in full by a dual duty haze maker. Is it a juice from concentrate? What you say the name of that was again? So a little more pertinent information in the second paragraph as opposed to the first one. So maybe this is a juice bomb. But they put the ABV 1 pint, and it says drink fresh at 46 degrees. So we're probably going to be pretty close to that by the time I get it into the glass. It's right out of the fridge. So I don't think there's anything else we need to talk about. So let's find out whether it's a juice bomb or not. First beer of the day for me. So let's pop the top and get it into the glass. Let's see what it looks like and smells like. Cuisine is curried in Thai. Cheese is a pepper, Monterey, pepper jack, sharp blue, cheddar, your stronger pungent cheese is gorgonzola, Limburger, and the meat's poultry, fish, shellfish, and salmon. I'll add grilled meat to that. Glass for the pint, back in tumbler mug, side down. I'm using my favorite tulip glass, the solvent beer glass, and not recommended for in the cellar, guys. Drinking fresh. And there might be a little more juiciness, cloudiness in that bottom, and we'll get that in there. People have told me, guys, roll the can. If I did that, this shit would probably spew all over the damn place. So I'm not going to take that chance of shaking it up or do that. We'll just get the last bit in it. It is very cloudy. I can see a little light through the thin part of the glass down here. Not much. But up here, it looks very unfiltered and very much like a juice bomb. About 2 fingers of head on that pour, and it was a fairly easy pour. So it seems to be very well carbonated. So let's get a nose to it. Very, very citrusy, guys. And like I said, tropical fruit notes. I'm getting some mango and some kiwi. Hints of some grapefruit in there. Maybe even some pine and pineapple. Very typical of what the IPA aroma is, especially if they're using strong pungent hops and going for the New England style juice bombs or even the West Coast style. The East Coast style and the English style are a little more subdued in the hop profile and taste. And this is the crave, guys, the juice bombs. And some people say, I don't want that, or I'm tired of that, or whatever. I am not tired of it. I love them. A lot more hop aroma, hop taste, and nice citrusy. A lot of times orange, tangerine, tropical fruit notes in these beers that are unfiltered and heavily cloudy like this is. Smells wonderful. I'm thirsty. First beer of the day. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Cheers, Rico. Very, very tasty, guys. Very, very, very tasty. All you hop heads like myself that love these super hoppy, super juicy, cloudy juice bombs, as I call them. New England style, technically. And these guys in Ohio are not in New England, so there are a lot of other breweries that's doing this style of beer. And I heard Stone's getting ready to do a juice bomb, so we'll see what they do when they do theirs. So. Very delicious. So before I go off camera, let me get the rest of this in there and see what the back end of the can looks like in the glass. Yeah, it's very carbonated, guys. Super carbonated. Well, I don't think it did a whole lot. So there wasn't a whole lot of pulpiness left in the bottom of the can. Sometimes there is, sometimes it's not. Sometimes that stuff will settle. But this one looks like it's pretty much straight through from top to bottom, about the same color, same cloudiness. So, well, let me let her have some of it, taste it, and sip on it for, I don't know, let's see, 15, 20, is that enough? 30? We'll sip on it for a while, and we'll come back and see where it ends up. Very tasty beer right now. Hey, everybody, I'm back. Got a little bit left here, sipping on it for a while. Very tasty beer, very nice juice bomb. Just wish these guys at Hoof would do some kind of dating on their cans. That's the only fuss I've got about this. This is an extremely tasty juice bomb. And it would get a slightly better grade if it had that on the bottom. Because these beers are distributed. They don't go to a lot of places, but they are distributed. So you kind of want to know how old the beer is you're buying in the store. So, final chug. Very tasty. Very big citrusy notes, hints of tropical fruit, kiwi, mango, maybe even a little papaya in there, oranges, grapefruit. Very delicious, guys. I love these juice bombs. I really, really do. Other than having a date on the bottom of the can, you shouldn't have to go to their website when you're buying the beer, or a Facebook page, or any of that kind of horse shit. Should be written on the can. They got time to write a bunch of silly horse shit on there, but they don't have the means or want to have a dating machine to date it. So, to me, guys, it's an A-. It would probably be a solid A beer if it had a date on the bottom of it. I'm going to give it a 94. So, if it had a date on it, it would get a 95 or a little bit better than that. I don't think it's quite to the 10, and if you say, oh my God, that's a 10 beer, you're crazy. I wouldn't argue with that. It's definitely an A beer. So, let's run over to Beer Advocate. Beer Advocate says 88. I think it's a lot better than 88, guys. It is 88's a B on their scale. This is an A beer, no doubt about it. I'm giving it to A- because it lacks a date. Over to Rate Beer. Rate Beer says 94. That's exactly where I'm putting it. And final check-in, we're running over to Untapped. They have it at 4.08. That's their A- grade also. So we're in agreement there. It is an A- beer because, to me, it'd be a solid A beer if we had a date printed on the bottom of it. So it does not, so we're not going to go there. If you've had this from Hoof, this is their Tickling the Ivories. Very tasty juice bomb, guys. Definitely worth picking up. You can get your hands on it and you can get it fresh. So, And if you don't have a date on it, how you know it's fresh unless you buy it at the brewery. Alright, if you've had it, let me know, guys. Come on back tomorrow. Let's see what we take out of the fridge then. See you.